With the help of AI, you were probably able to create a simple course like this, but I'm going to show you the ins and outs of adding information to the course. So under products, it's obviously under courses. And then here is where you can add the videos and whatnot for your lessons. Like collapse and expand, and you can see inside each, or you can have this button up here, expand all or collapse all. First off with the modules. So each of the modules contain lessons. And the module is kind of like the title of this section. And each of the lessons is where you'd add the videos. Expand all, you can see inside each module title, there are 3 lessons and there's a video for each one. Work on it, I would keep them all at draft, and as soon as you have your video in there, move it to publish so you know you finished that particular lesson or module. And no one can see it right now, so no reason to keep everything in draft. I know when you first create it, it all shows up in draft form. So just keep track. I like to keep them all in draft, and then once I add the video here, I just move it to published. And as simple as just clicking on it, draft or publish. So let me show you how to go about adding videos to it. I would choose a lesson inside of here. I click on it, and in this area is where you can choose, or actually I already have one there. Let me go to one. It doesn't have a video. So it could blank like this. Probably AI created a bunch of stuff for you here. You can optionally just delete it all like this, delete, and then save. Anytime you make the smallest thing, just click save. And then you can add a video or audio here. You can just click it and drag the file here, or choose where it's located on your desktop or other file. And when you do a video, it probably takes between a minute and maybe 5 minutes to upload. Audio is pretty fast. And of course, if you don't have media, it's just text or downloads. You just choose none, and it'll make no picture up here. Otherwise, it'll put an image up there. Now, you will need to add a lesson thumbnail. If you don't add a thumbnail, then this will show up there just like that. So all parts of it are, you can change the title of the lesson. This is the module that it's in. You can add a video, audio, or nothing, and then move to draft or published, add a thumbnail, optional, have any text below the video here, and then you have comments. So comments are visible, hidden, or locked. Visible means that when your students comment, everybody can see them. It's not just for the teacher. It's anyone who owns this product is going to be able to see all the comments. Or you can have hidden, which means that the ability to make comments below the video is not there. Locked is when you have a whole bunch of comments in there and you don't want further comments, you can lock them. If you'd like to universally turn off comments altogether, just click the comment settings and roll down, and you can see here, you can disable it. So that, click save, and then to go back to where we were, we'll just click outline. And then other things in here are downloads. So I can add a file. Let me find a file to add and show you something. Here's Partner Playbook. It's a pretty big file, so it takes, quite a few seconds to upload. And once it's here, you can see how it's Kajabi _partner _playbook. It's not that pleasurable to look at. What you can do is click the pencil here and change the name of it. And now it shows up like that. And then don't worry about the automations down here. It's a little more advanced. What you will need to absolutely add is some sort of video or audio, thumbnail, and optionally any text below the video, downloads, turn comments on or off. It is better to have a course with video or audio than just text. People don't usually pay top dollar for a course that's just text these days. It would be ideal, and audio could be if you have a meditation style something. So that's about it for adding information inside a single lesson. To get back to the main outline, we'll click the name of your course here. And let's say I want to add a 4th lesson inside this module. I would just click at this level, add content, and I would choose a lesson. And I would just say fourth lesson, create, and I'll automatically put it at the bottom there, and it automatically has it in draft until I'm ready to move it to publish, to let myself know that that lesson is ready. When you don't have any students in here, when no one's purchased, it's okay to have everything at publish. No one can see it but you, because it is behind a password protected wall. Let's say that I have 5 modules here, but I want to add a 6th. To add another module, you would roll to the top and click Add Content up here. So you have modules up here, but inside the modules, when you want to add another lesson, it's just easier to do it right here. So it is inside the lesson. See, it pops up there. Now, once you have the whole course in here, you may want to drip it out. And by that, I mean, when you first purchase the course, you can give them this first module and then maybe make the next module available at 7 days later, like a week later. Click here where it says publish, and you can choose drip and make it like 7 days. Done. That means that when they buy it, they'll have access to this right away. Then 7 days later, based on their purchase date, this will be available. And we can just keep going down the line, make that 14, etc. Now, everything inside the module, though, when you do that, needs to be unpublished. If these are in draft, even though this module may come available in 7 days, if these are all in draft, they won't have anything in here but the title of this module. So we make sure everything inside is set okay. And really that's about it as far as uploading your course. It's pretty simple. If you'd like to see what it looks like, you would come up to the eye right here. But before I do that, I showed you before with each of the lessons, you need to add a thumbnail there or else this image will show up. To the same effect with this module title, when you click the pencil there, you need to add a thumbnail there as well. So there are a different thumbnail for each lesson as well as the module title. Now, as far as do you need to have a different thumbnail for each section, it's up to you really. I think it is nice to have perhaps one color for all these, and then maybe the next module another color, so at quick glance they could see that each subject has its own color or picture of some sort. I think I covered everything about there. If you'd like to see what it looks like, just click the eye here, and this is what it's going to look like. And we can come in later and we'll talk about another video how to go about branding the header and also the footer down here. You can see what I meant about if you don't have a thumbnail there, it just kind of inserts this for you.